working smooth.
You know? Your PC is fine too, right?
Smooth like
butter. You might just clear some files off it.
I've been doing that all day. I'm going to be doing it as this podcast.
I didn't want to say that, but you know.
You know, I'm going to ignore, E4 and say, welcome to the podcast. How are you guys?
I'm not E4.
When you're a penis, you're E4. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. My name is Wildfang. I am followed by also Wildfang. Then I am also accompanied by Wildfang. So say hello, Wildfang. Y'all not gonna say hello? I mean, it's the first episode of 2021. Why aren't you saying anything?
Huh?
Oh yeah, you said Wildfang. I was trying to figure out.
You said Wildfang, yeah.
Oh no!
Look, there's only one Wildfang.
No, there are three. All three of us are here. We're all Wildfang. I'm crazy. It's like, nah. Welcome to the first new episode of 2021, people. When I have new jokes.
I've been to it.
Yes, no more of the old jokes. Like I said, we decided we were going to move past that, and we took a hiatus. So from now on, after the final episode of the year, we're going to go ahead and take a break until Royal Rumble from now on. That's how it's going to go. And yeah. So go ahead and introduce yourselves while I kick the dog out the room. Give me a minute.
I'm already kicked out.
All right.
Terrible.
Well, I'm Galactic, and I'm the greatest of all time, but you guys are.
I'm Spirit.
But she hasn't said anything.
Yes, I Spirit. Sorry, my stuff's like lagging real bad.
Yo, what?
I was a spirit.
Oh, you are. You're the spirit.
Yeah, a wild spirit has appeared.
Good. Then that means you're also Wildfang.
No.
Why can't y'all accept me? Why can't y'all accept me?
My fangs are not wild. No.
I should have definitely named ourselves Wild Street.
I could be Wild Spirit.
No.
You said Wild Spirit is acceptable? Okay, cool.
No.
I don't care about your opinion.
So, how have you guys been?
Oh.
Did you guys enjoy your vacay? Hello? 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 What the fuck happened to my goddamn...
Oh my god. You hear? Wildfang?
Yes. Can y'all hear me?
Too much Japanese prisons and butt rape.
That's the reason.
What the fuck did I come back to?
I literally hear him in the other room just fussing. This is so funny.
I literally just heard Japanese prisons and butt rape. What the fuck? What's going on?
Oh, we said this is the reason why we can't. The podcast not working because 2021 said, "Nah, y'all talked about Japanese prison and butt rape too much."
Well, on the last podcast, I specifically said the jokes are dead. I decided no more of those jokes. What happened?
Yeah, well, 2021 2021 heard the shit we was saying. Y'all was saying in 2020 and was like, nope, canceled.
Some of them jokes have a spirit stamp of approval on them because she said some of those jokes.
No,
get out of here. Get out of here.
I did not talk about nothing about.
So you need to tell.
So you
nothing about no Japanese prison rape. I didn't say that. I don't even
know. You said some naughty stuff. Get out of here.
What? Naughty?
Yeah. Oh, so who included themselves in Vince McMahon's dusty asshole?
No, that was all. But who started it? And that was all you.
And you.
No,
so
don't put me in none of this.
You kept going.
Yeah,
you kept going. But I gotta restart my computer. So let me put a.
I was breathing.
Oh. Okay, we're back because we had some serious technical issues because of my goddamn laptop. As I was saying,
an hour later,
2021 is the year and where I've retired the butt rape joke and the Japanese prison joke and the damn fourth Chaos Emerald joke. Okay?
That joke was retired the moment you said it. So
the disgusting black creatures.
Yes, that's what Shadow said in this game. But he wasn't talking about black people. He was talking about the, in case anybody watches this or listens to this and says, the racism coming out of Galactic Anal's mouth currently is racism.
Galactic Anal. Wow, that's a name.
Ew.
Who's that?
I don't know. It's yours. It's your name. Sexy.
That was nasty. Ew.
That is nasty.
Yeah. But you sexy as shit though, so it doesn't matter.
Excuse me?
Huh?
Pardon me, sir?
What?
Can you also send me my money, sir?
How much do I owe you?
$6.
Oh. Okay. That was a weird ask of send me my money just randomly instead of just hey.
Well, because you have a habit. I want everybody to know you have a habit of not sending money when I ask you to.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Put my business out there. Thanks.
I'm just saying you have that really bad habit.
Thanks.
Hey Hans, I need you to send me that $20. You up, and I said your government. Well, I'm fired. Take two. Have fun editing this.
Yeah, you already got to cut out about 65 minutes. Not gonna lie.
Yep.
Okay, moving on.
What's another 60 seconds?
We are
the champion.
Our friend. Queen.
And we'll keep on fighting to the end.
Are we done?
No.
Near. We are the champions. Okay, I'm sorry.
Are you sure? Okay.
I think so.
All right.
I
was trying to get the wrestling. So, as we all have been acutely aware, we have been noticing some wrestling stuff while we were obviously on vacation. How did you guys enjoy your vacation from the podcast?
It was great. Let's not do this ever again.
What?
Oh.
Huh?
What? I'm not about to do this. Okay.
I was gonna say, finally.
Thank you.
The elites have come back.
Thank you.
To the podcast.
Yes, we've come back. We've literally taken a vacation, which I said earlier before the shenanigans started happening that that's what we were gonna do at the end of the year. We were gonna take about until the Royal Rumble, so half of January is off the table. Royal Rumble's tomorrow. Sunday. Jesus Christ.
Sunday.
Yeah. So before we move on to the Royal Rumble and what I have to say about that piece of shit.
Oh.
Yes, I spoiled it. I'm sorry. what did you about the wrestling scene? What have you guys been doing? What have you guys been thinking of wrestling?
I've actually been paying a little bit more attention. Watching snippets of AEW. So yeah.
Speaking of
the Sting is there, so.
What were you saying, Galactic?
I was gonna say, I've done absolutely nothing, and I've loved every second of it.
Oh, well,
yay!
Yeah, time to come back, sir. You were on a hiatus, and now you got to get back on that wrestling shit. So, before, like I said, before we get to the Royal Rumble, I noticed a few things that's been happening. Drew McIntyre got the vid, which I thought would have essentially ended his match at Royal Rumble, but apparently that did not end his match at Royal Rumble. Apparently WWE had a Legends Night, which is the wackest Legends Night I've ever seen in my everlasting life.
Yep.
What else? What else was stupid as shit? Did I mention that we're gonna get one of the dumbest fucking matches in the history of the Royal Rumble?
Which one is that?
Yes, I somebody beat me to the joke. Yes, one of the dumbest matches. Not even the Goldberg versus Drew McIntyre match, which I will talk about.
Okay.
It is the Charlotte Flair match with Lacey Evans.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You don't like that?
And I guarantee you, they're gonna make it so that Lacey's gonna be putting up offense and all this other kind of shit, and it's just stupid. This is actually one of the few matches that I actually would say, yeah, Charlotte just needs to win this.
Please. Like, for me, the match and the reason behind the match is the dumbest shit ever. And I'm like, why do you care about what your dad does? Why do you care about what your dad does?
Because remember, her last name is Flair.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I've been misinformed. Oh, shit. I'm going to actually explain the match now. My bad. That's what I thought was going to happen, because that's what WWE started a feud for. But apparently it's going to be Asuka and Charlotte versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Now, but back to what I was saying, that doesn't stop the feud. That doesn't stop the feud from looking like a dumb feud over nothing. Next thing I want to talk about. Why is Sasha and Carmella fighting again? What the fuck? Why?
Because there's nobody else. Because there's nobody else on SmackDown for Sasha.
Literally, they can't do Bayley again. They're trying to build up Bianca.
Okay, so
because that's going to be the money match at either WrestleMania or probably SummerSlam. But yeah, there's literally nobody else for Sasha.
Okay.
Next. And it's not like Vince McCullough says, Carmella's not winning the belt because the money match is going to be Sasha versus Bianca Belair.
Yep, and that's what they're building to.
Yeah, that would be a way better match than what we're not getting right now, which is fine. If I can wait till the Royal Rumble, it's only a couple months away. It's just I don't really want to see Carmella versus Sasha, which the match the first time wasn't good, and it wasn't even close.
It was Carmella's best match.
No, the fuck it wasn't.
Which was Carmella's best match?
She has the best match.
This is Carmella's best match. Oh my god!
I'll take your word for it. What were you saying, Galactic? We kept interrupting you. I'm sorry.
Mania. Did you mean Mania? Because you said the Rumble.
That's what I meant. You know what I meant.
I was just a little confused.
Hey, if I confuse you, you can always stop me with whatever I'm saying and saying, fuck you, Wild Fang, you sexy bitch. Anywho, I don't think words. Hey, you better use those goddamn words. Say, fuck you, Wild Fang, you sexy bitch. You better call me sexy. Anywho, yep, that's going to be a new joke. I'm a sexy bitch.
No.
Oh my god! I had to get one stupid joke in there. I already limited myself half of my material with the Japanese and the in the anal stuff. But let's get that out of here. I feel as though but my problem, right? With the Royal Rumble, there is no tag team female match. I mean, not tag team, female belt match. I forgot the female, the Raw Women's Champion belt match on the Royal Rumble.
I explained. So for Raw literally has no talent. The only person to fight Asuka is Charlotte, but Charlotte happens to be her tag team partner.
Okay.
On Raw, there's actually, I can't think of a single. Maybe Shayna Baszler.
No more of that. I need Shayna to be. What were you saying?
But they're already in a tag team feud, so it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're not going to push Shayna.
Okay.
That too. Mr. McMahon don't like her.
Yeah, he put her with Nia Jax because he thinks she's ugly. Obviously. Next thing I want to say. So, the Royal Rumble entries, right? Mm-hmm. They do this every year. They've been doing this for the last 5-6 years. Before, it got good. I love the Royal Rumble. It's one of my favorite pay-per-views. Besides War Games.
Mm-hmm. War Games.
Can we? Yes, thank you. War Games. 4 men, 8 teams, War Games. No, that's not War Games. Anywho, legit. What am I trying to say? Oh, can anybody explain to me how do you gain access to the Royal Rumble?
Oh, you just have to say you're entering.
Okay.
Well, this year there's a big gimmick where people declare, and he's like, "No, you're not good enough."
Okay. I just wanted to know because I'm gonna go through the list, right, of people who did not have to fight and people who just announced, because that's a little confusing to me. How somebody has to fight for their spot and some people have to not fight for this.
Before you go through the list, I just want to specify that quote, his rule was you have to have had a world championship or a United States or Intercontinental Championship.
Okay.
He said this.
Oh, something. Okay. So you had to have a belt, right? A belt, period.
So now that you know that, go through your list and see if it makes sense.
Okay. Daniel Bryan makes sense because he announced it on SmackDown. Bobby Lashley announced it on Raw.
Cesaro.
Yeah.
Wait.
Cesaro announced it on SmackDown.
Cesaro had the tag team.
Cesaro had the U.S. belt and all
that I forgot about he had the U.S.
He just never had a major title for some fucking reason. Even though he's like better than half the wrestlers. Let me finish. AJ announced it on Twitter. Randy Orton announced it on Raw. I'm going to skip this name because that doesn't make any sense. The Miz announced it on TMZ.
I hate him.
Jey Uso and Cesaro announced it on SmackDown. Jeff Hardy announced it on Twitter. Sammy, Dolph, Shinsuke, and Big E announced it on SmackDown. John Morrison announced it on Twitter. Sheamus announced it on Twitter. I'm going to skip this name. Edge announced it on Raw. King Corbin announced it, period, for some fucking reason. Rey Mysterio announced it on SmackDown. And then this other name announced it. So now I'm gonna go up the list of the first person. Otis announced it on WWE.com. Otis never had a belt.
Interesting. Yeah, because he didn't have a belt. You had to fight for it. They say.
Okay, John Morrison announced it on Twitter. He also hasn't had a belt recently.
Tag team championship.
Okay.
I don't think that counts, though.
That doesn't count.
Oh, that didn't count? Oh. Well,
Edge announced it, period, which, by those logics, he shouldn't even... What?
Edge makes sense. He has had multiple world titles.
He's had multiple world titles in the mid card, though.
And then he didn't get a belt, whatever. All right, so let's move past that. Then Dominic Mysterio?
Yeah, that one doesn't make sense. He hasn't had a title. So he should have been fighting.
Exactly.
So, by the way,
huh?
While we're on Dom, side note, anyone else notice him going after the 24/7 title?
Oh no, yeah, his career's dead. As soon as that happened.
No, it wasn't him. It was Humberto. It was Humberto Carrillo.
Okay. Well then, his career's not dead, and I retract my statement. Okay, so now can we go over to the women's side now? You know, Nia Jax is Charlotte. Bianca Belair, unfortunately, has not won a title.
I don't know if they're counting NXT titles.
No, they are. Bianca Belair has not won a title. Neither did Nia Jax on NXT. Nia Jax barely got the belt because of bullshit. Bayley, because Bayley is actually still really good. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke and Peyton Royce. That's 3 in a row.
Women, I think it's very fair.
Tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. Alexa Bliss, obviously. Shayna Baszler, not on the main title. Not on the main. What's it called? We got Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Tamina. And are you. Okay, that's another 3 in a row. That's a blue 3 in a row. And then we got Natalya.
Hold on. I don't think it's fair for the women's side. I don't think that's fair.
Oh, okay. So why would it be fair?
There's only a handful of them that actually got the title for 1 and for 2. The women's roster is not big enough. Like, they kind of all have to be in the Rumble anyway. Because remember, it's a 30-man Royal Rumble. So there has to be 30 people.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. That they kind of have to just... At this point, they just kind of have to put people in there just to fit names.
Yeah, they're going to put random celebrities and people in the match. I guarantee it. I'm going to look at the Women's Royal Rumble.
They may have to put some... unless they're going to put in that woman from NXT, they may have to end up... you may do not be surprised or angry if you see like...
Hey, I got another...
See Trish Stratus or Molly Holly.
What's up?
Or Michelle.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but... how the hell are they going to shoot the Royal Rumble? Because think about it.
Oh, shit! Just thought about... Oh, bro. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up.
COVID. That's how they're going to shoot it.
I just thought about that. Oh, that's funny.
Unless they
gotta make this shit cinematic or CGI some people in there or something.
Fuck no. That would be the ugliest goddamn Royal Rumble I've ever seen in my life.
And on different days of the week, maybe they did it like that or something. Because there's no way they did it all in one day. There's no way.
Bruh.
They're gonna do it like WrestleMania where they shot on different days.
Man, wait a minute. How did they
How they do that?
Well, I mean, Vince McMahon they've known to do shit before, right? It's just like, really? That's funny.
Yep. Apparently, Mr. McMahon decided that he wants to have a regular Royal Rumble, but you know, I'm not a celebrity and I don't work for the company. I'm just a regular average Joe that at this point I don't give a fuck. Just as long as the Royal Rumble is good. You know, if the superstars don't have good health at the end of this, I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk at this point. I'm just gonna be like, that's what you get.
I don't fuck with you.
You know, I'm just gonna be like, that's what you all get, you idiots, for following this man, this old man who has no fucking idea what he's doing in life, who thinks that Sparkle Crotch is the funniest thing ever, ruined the career of like 7 different freaking wrestlers.
And so it's Tater Tot.
More like 700.
He said what?
You said 7. I'm like more like 700.
And Tater Tots.
And Tater Tots, yes. We'll see what happens. The Royal Rumble's going to be existent.
Tater Tots and baked potato.
Yes, that man said, I thought you had potatoes. I didn't know you had tater tots. And I'm like, Vince, stop having this man talk about penis. I don't really give a fuck. I don't really care about what Sheamus has in his pants nor you. Like the man said, "Yeah, I didn't know you had prunes, old man." Like, kind of gay shit is this?
Hey, I'll be confused with Sheamus too. Like, do you think like his cute hair is also like a mohawk, just straight up?
Why would you?
What was what?
Heads.
What?
Why would you put that image in people's heads?
Like, it's just, it would be funny. Like, it's just red, and then he got you the special, like a little cone. You know, like a little cone that they would use for like if people have cramps or something like that. And then he'll just zoop, and then
I just don't even want to.
pink mohawk.
You have a problem.
Problems indeed.
You have actual problems. What is wrong with you?
But you still married me.
That's the
But you still married
problem.
me.
That's
That's because he has problems.
Exactly.
Whoa! What problems do I have, Mr. Galactic Anal?
I'm not. We're not. We can't. We don't want to be here all night. I have to work in the morning.
Ew, fuck out of here with y'all nonsense ass. Anywho, so what else? What other few? Oh yeah, the Miz. I believe the Miz getting his briefcase back was a big slap in the dick.
Talking and I cannot hear him.
Are you serious
Trifling.
right now?
Trifling.
Oh, there you go.
It happened again?
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
So I said one of the things that happened while we was on vacation, I believe, is the Miz getting his Money in the Bank briefcase back, and almost cashing and then like having the briefcase cashed in on the last pay-per-view, and yeah, apparently John Morrison cashed it in for him, and that didn't count. So he got his briefcase back.
The last thing we talked about was that. Yes, we talked about that.
Okay, cool. Now the fact that he keeps one thing that bugs me about the Miz at this point, right, is every time he's in a match or someone him or Morrison in a match, they call the other person a coward and say you won't take both of us on, and I'm like, that's not the definition of a coward. That's just you trying to put him in a handicap. That's literally cheating. In a handicap match, that doesn't make any sense. Do you guys understand that? That doesn't make him a coward if he's like, I'm not fighting both of y'all at the same time. I'm fighting you one-on-one. Like, what the fuck? Am I the only one that has that thought process? Like, that doesn't make any sense?
I stopped dealing with stuff with the Miz and because I just hate all of them.
Yeah, the Miz recently has just been like a shit show, and I'm like, he got the briefcase back. He's been trying to cash it in. He's been talking shit to Drew McIntyre, and I said at the end of this match, if the Miz comes out and tries to cash that belt, I'm going to be a little upset. I'm going to be like, first of all, why does he have the briefcase? Second of all, wow, when is he going to lose the briefcase? Is a better.
Just why is he so? He's just so garbage.
Yeah, at
just
this point he has been garbage, and he's been a disappointment to me and various people. Like,
I don't understand. He's just so garbage. Like, and then he brought whatchamacallit with him. They paired him with John Morrison. And it just made John Morrison like garbage.
Wow.
Well, you already know how I feel about John Morrison, and I'm not going. We're going to be here all night if I have to explain again.
Why don't you like John Morrison again?
He's partnered with the Miz. Anybody you put with the Miz, they are just garbage.
That's true. If Morrison was by himself, I feel like he could do stuff, but you know.
Well, he can do. No, one thing he can't do is his goddamn finisher. That's one thing he can't even fucking do.
His finisher fucking sucks. Yes, I know. But
Starship Pain.
Starship Pain is terrible.
He needs another finisher.
Yeah. He really does, and it's fucking terrible. He knows it's terrible. Everyone knows it's terrible. It's just a whack ass. It doesn't even make any sense as a finisher.
It doesn't look like it hurts at all. So
it doesn't hit the person, so it can't hurt.
He barely hits the people. Yes.
I mean, at this point, he might as well he might as well just do a fucking super kick or something like everybody else do with some shit and then call it a fucking day.
He could do something flippy, just not the Starship Pain.
Just go do a nice little moonsault and then boom.
Yeah, a moonsault would have been fine.
Like even if he wants to do something kind of like how Pops does the Black Arrow, which I fucking love. That it just looks so beautiful. There's literally somebody made a fucking whole compilation of just like him and the fucking Black Arrow, and it just looks so amazing. Like he just does it beautiful. Even if he wants to do kind of like something like that, like that's fine. But just I don't know. That's just not it. That's just not it, Chief.
Yeah. The fact that we are now talking about Morrison, yeah, let's move on for more because we'll be talking about Morrison for the rest of our lives. Because the man, he's good. I know he's a good wrestler. I've seen it. He was in Lucha Underground. He was a fantastic.
This is what happens when you come to WWE and you just get with shit. Like for example, Shayna Baszler, we know her is good, but she's partnered with. It's the same. It's like okay, so Nia Jax and The Miz, they're dumpsters. What do you do with a dumpster? You put trash in it, or you could put things that you don't want in a dumpster. So when you put things that you don't want or put shit in a dumpster, what does it become? It's trash. It becomes garbage.
Well, hold on. I feel like personally, like a lot of these wrestlers, they like know WWE's condition and they know WWE's bad, but they come back just like it's like their vacation time. It's like they're getting
Let
paid.
me just come here, come make some money. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the case with a lot of these people. That's why they come back. It's like, all right, they always call this the biggest stage of them all. We all know that's not true. Let me just hang out here and do whatever until I don't feel like doing wrestling anymore. I feel like that's
I get it. I get it. Some people, but for like some people, they want to actually still look good. They want to have freedom. They want to have the creative control to be able to be like, hey, all right, I think I need to go heel, or I think I need this, or I think I need to be face, or hey, maybe I can say this instead of saying everything that's on this script, or whatever like that. I can just do little bullet points. Let me kind of let me tweak it or whatever like that. And that's just I guess just the difference. Because some people that you just have that creative freedom and stuff like that. Other people just WWE they just don't. And some people are fine with that. Some people, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch and them and stuff like that. But to be perfectly honest, to have an opinion and say, oh, this company is awesome. I don't understand what people are talking about. And you're at the level of like Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. How dare you say that shit to somebody like Chad Gable? That's not fucking fair. He's not having a good ass time. Or Aleister Black. Or hell, fucking Andrade. His fiance is one of the top female. Hey, Gus! It's called right on my foot. Even though his fiance is one of the top paying females in the company or whatever like that. But not everybody. It's not. While it's like being in a regular job. You may enjoy going to work. Be like, all right, cool. I'm having fun or whatever. But then that doesn't mean that your coworker or whatever like that is.
I'll be right back.
Or like the company.
Exactly.
So I just, it's just, I just love WWE so much.
Wild thing just be going, bruh.
Yeah, he went to go get the stuff at the, whatchamacallit, Uber Eats. Yeah, I'm gonna start watching more AEW and stuff. Since they also, I guess, I don't know if they're like merging with Impact, but like since they're cross promoting and stuff, I've never paid no attention to Impact at all.
I think their AEW was going to buy Impact, but they decided to just do what they're doing now instead. And it seems to be raising a lot of views for the both of them, so yeah. because I think they just wanted to work with the Bullet Club specifically.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Okay. That makes sense. Cool.
You got fries?
Brody Lee.
Yep.
Oh, John Hoover. Okay. That makes sense. Guys, get out!
I was surprised they actually talked about him on WWE programming.
They, of course, would have. That would have been. We got shit for it. They would have got complete shit for it. They got shit for it regardless.
Not just that, but I hear that just a lot of people really just had positive vibes around him. So, it makes sense.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
They all liked him. So it's not like I feel like even Vince McMahon liked him. He just didn't want to push him.
He didn't want to let him have a good.
Can't do his country accent.
Yeah, he had to do a country accent and not speak or be a monster. And he was like, "Dude, if you're gonna make me be a monster, let me do me on this version of it." But AEW let him do him, and the man, yeah, don't worry about that. But speaking of Impact and AEW, Impact, I believe they're getting a little better. Granted, they are not that good. It's gotten better. And I can respect Impact right now.
True.
But when it comes to AEW, they're hot fire right now. It's because I care more about the stuff that they do than what they don't do. You know what I mean?
No, that doesn't kind of does not up.
I know. I was in the middle of distracting you because I'm eating my nuggets. All right, so to be realistic, I feel like AEW. Granted, I don't like what they're doing with Miro. That he's very confusing. He came in a little too hot there. I feel like they should have. They should build up something better with Miro. But other than that, all the other feuds in AEW have been so fun to just go and look at and randomly skip through an episode of AEW and literally stop and look at what's happening. Hell, does anybody else here watch Botchamania?
Yes.
I do. I watch it when you look at it. It's funny.
Botchamanias. The botches in AEW, they may be far and few in between, but at least even their botches are more entertaining. You know what I mean? And then when they get a botch that's nationally recognized, they do something about it. They don't, what's the word here? They don't Vince it up. Remember when Titus O'Neil slipped under the ropes? Not the ropes.
World flat.
You said what?
Yeah, Titus World flat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember how WWE kept killing that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they made something super funny, super stupid really quickly. Now, remember when that dude
shit was so funny.
Yeah, it was. Past tense. Remember when that dude jumped on a rope and literally botched the very second he entered the match?
Matt Seidel, if I can recall.
Yes.
His debut, I think. Yes. Yeah, Matt Seidel. Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool because what they did was they made a backstory to it. And that what's his name put oil on the rope so he slipped. Shit was funny. It was great. And I love AEW for that. I was like, oh shit. You guys took a negative and made it a positive. WWE goes, oh, there's a botch. We don't want you to see it. Flag the video. Like, the fuck cares that much? You know? And I feel like Vince is a little bit tight about his programming. Huh?
What? Hello? Hello?
Hmm?
Oh my god, I'm sorry. That was terrible.
Because I said tight.
Yes.
This is a little tight, knowing that... Nope.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure we were, we... Okay. All right. Moving on. We on...
Almost caught me there, sir.
I didn't do anything. I did nothing of the sort. Do not put me in your nonsense.
Oh man, I apologize.
You hear Mr. Galactic over there crying because something happened.
No, it's because you said tight, and then I went poof.
And you went completely. Oh my god! I didn't even hear you do that. You're terrible. You are terrible.
You're an asshole.
Because-
I'm just putting that out there.
You used to say he was dusty, man. So I was like, oh.
And then you just go up. Oh my god!
That's what he did.
Where's my straw?
So apparently, so guys, what do you guys think about the AEW, TNA, New Japan, and various wrestling promotions working together?
Amazing.
Good stuff.
Because when I saw Kenny Omega go, oh shit, yeah.
I just want them to be careful.
Why?
Well, it's COVID careful. Not like careful like, you know, because of the promotion type careful. Just careful just because, you know, you're now having people come from different things and stuff. I just want everybody just to be careful and be safe. That's it. Other than that, such good shit. Look at
That's
cut this heat.
so. I agree 110%.
What?
I agree 110%. Why do we always make fun of Vince McMahon? What is wrong with us? He's just a 90-year-old man.
He deserves it.
Exactly.
You deserve it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it he does deserve it, and I do.
Wait a minute. Did he eat?
What was I saying now? About the partnership. Yeah, we was talking about the partnership. Oh, God. Mr. Galactic.
Yes, sir.
Now, what was your favorite part about the little crossover, bro? Because I know there has to be a part that you was probably like, what the fuck? That's great.
Just the whole interaction. All the interactions with the Bullet Club and Kenny Omega. I thought they were cool. I liked them. That's pretty much my extent because I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Just seeing those specific people interact was like cool to me. I don't know. Because I somewhat know of the Bullet Club and I've seen their matches and I really like them. So seeing them interact with Kenny Omega, who I actually like as a person,
Yeah.
it's cool stuff.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah. So what I see, like I like the partnership because it brings more fresher matches. You know, it allows you to be you. You can go somewhere else and do something else. You know what I mean? Like I've seen at least one of the matches.
Oh, we get Rich Swann versus Kenny Omega.
Yes, fucking yes. That match is gonna be amazing. I don't know if anybody else has seen Rich Swann after he left WWE, but he could be himself. TJP is in New Japan. He could be himself, even though I heard he was notoriously.
Oh, that's where he went.
Yeah, New Japan.
Went
I heard he was notoriously annoying to work with, though, so I don't know how to treat him.
Who?
TJP.
Really?
Yeah, I heard he was not a good person to work with.
Like wrestling wise, or just like as far as like backstage?
Backstage, I heard it was notoriously hard to work with a gentleman.
That sucks.
Yeah. So, you know, you get fresher matchups, and of course New Japan is also in on it. I don't know if you guys saw the pay-per-view, but there was a couple people. Oh, Wrestle Kingdom, by the way, is their WrestleMania. And I watched Wrestle Kingdom from start to finish, going, what the fuck? This joint is fucking amazing. You know?
I mean, it just makes sense, because... I'm sorry, go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead and finish.
It was just going to be eventually it was going to be announced or something was going to be said anyway, because you know the NWA when they had Thunder Rosa and stuff on there, which I don't know how to feel about it because a lot of the really good women matches that's on AEW have been women that's was on NWA, which is kind of like ooh, but still work in progress. But yeah, when they had NWA women and stuff there, it was just like okay, this is different. I like this. I think though Thunder Rosa, if I can recall, is she still not signed yet? Or I think she's still signed with NWAs. I think her contract's not up just yet.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense.
But just to have the freedom, again, it goes down to creative control and freedom. To be like, hey, alright, I'm signed with Impact, or I'm signed with New Japan. Let me go here to AEW because I'm in the States this week or some shit like that. Or let me just go to Impact and do this and stuff. And to be able to cross-promote, you know, it just makes sense. Like, even when people come from WWE and how everybody's like, oh, you know, AEW is nothing but WWE's trash ground or dumping ground or whatever like that. Now realizing that a good portion of people from WWE are not all homegrown talent, like Randy Orton and some shit. A lot of people, AJ Styles or whatever like that, Shinsuke Nakamura, they were indie darlings. They was on the indie scene, whatever like that. So it was just kind of, well, I guess WWE's on a large enough. Holy shit! I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. I'm sorry. I'm playing Kingdom 2 Crowns, and every time I walk past him, he always just goddamn back.
Well, what I was going to say is what you're saying goes back to what I was saying earlier about everyone just comes to WWE as a final resting place for their career because they've already seen the world. You know, they've already seen
Or some people come to WWE because it's like their dream to be at WrestleMania, and then you know their dream. They come and their dreams is they're just like, hey, so I got this really cool character. Like I feel like it's somebody like what's her name? Like Chris Statlander. Like her whole thing is kind of like, yeah, it's a little kiddie-ish or whatever like that, but you can tell who Chris Statlander is in AEW. She's got like the little whole outer space, like a little alien gimmick, or whatever. I like it. She's pretty good, whatever like that. She's actually was one of my favorite. I was actually kind of sad when she got injured and stuff like that. Of course, doing a fucking dive, which people need to stop doing. Anyway, but I feel like if somebody like Chris Statlander or whatever was to come over to WWE, Vince McMahon gonna be like having like, okay, so one of your gimmicks is that we're gonna be probing the women. Like you're gonna be, you know, butt raping them. And sorry, not trying to go to the whole butt. I'm not trying to go again to the whole butt rape thing, but you just go. You know how I was just Vince McMahon finds a way to fucking fuck it up and make it like really disgusting or cheesy or to the point where we would really hate it. Yeah. Like she does the thing where like she boops people, like she boops like in the corner and then she would be like boop and didn't do it too often. And like I said, it is cheesy, but you can recognize her, whatever like that, and it's pretty cute. It's, you know, it's mild down. It's not like completely OC with it. But I feel like if she was to go to WWE, they would literally just have her like come out on a fucking UFO ship or some shit and just have her like just probing people assholes or something. I don't know.
Ow.
What?
Yes.
Not okay.
What in
the what?
I said that's not okay.
It's not.
It's not okay. But that's, you know, that's what Vince would be doing.
You're not wrong. Not wrong at all.
It's terribly not okay.
Man would be like, I need money.
Yeah, I like money, so do this. And I find this funny because I am old and out of touch with the goddamn company. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, he pretends like he keeps
I feel like people watch this podcast and go, these people just don't like Mr. McMahon. Huh?
And that's not necessarily the case. I used to love Vince McMahon. I love what Vince McMahon, has brought and has done and stuff like that in the world of wrestling. But he has definitely lost sight of the product.
Why do you say?
Like, it's 2021. Why am I still seeing Goldberg on?
Mr. McMahon, why are you gay?
Thank you. Why in the hell do we have Goldberg on our television?
I didn't even like Goldberg back in the day, let alone fucking that damn sure not gonna like him now.
Because he can't fucking wrestle.
We already
I really thought, my dad said it best. I really thought that Goldberg was like a discount or trying to be like a jacked up Stone Cold Steve Austin.
But I told y'all though, or not even, I didn't tell you guys. But what I'm saying is, we already established that Goldberg would show up once a year at least for the next couple of years.
I think he's contractually obligated for how many matches? I forgot.
I think it's
like 2 or 3 or some shit like that. Which is
two.
Huh?
I think it's 2 because he shows up every time they go to Saudi Arabia, and then
get that Saudi money,
blood money, and they can't even go right now. That's the fucked up part. Oops. Maybe Vince would have listened and not signed the dotted line for Saudi Arabia for them blood money, but oops.
Well, I'm saying, can't hear you.
I said, hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, Vince shouldn't have signed that 10-year contract. They can't even go over there right now. Oops.
Well, that's not his fault.
Oops.
Well, even when they could go over there, apparently, they wasn't getting paid and all that other kind of. Remember the last shit that happened last time?
Listen. Mr. McMahon saw the zeros and said, money. He's Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs.
We love Mr. Krabs, but at the same time, he's not the best business
Mr.
person.
Krabs is not the best
not.
business person. Mr. Krabs is barely even a decent father. Let's be realistic here. Yeah, let's not bring up an angle where Vince McMahon tried to have his damn daughter and son do a damn incest angle. So
that was disgusting.
Despicable.
I forget about that.
That was fucking issues. Weird.
But Mr. McMahon's not.
He's a Mr. McMahon's.
Imagine go to school after that.
Hello? You said imagine going to school after that?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
On TV, and they went through with that. Just imagine what it would be like.
I would not. I would. Nope.
I'd be like, I'm gonna have to not go to school for the rest of my life.
Pretty much, because at this standpoint, Dad, you want me to have kids kill me, or because at this point, that's literally what I was like. So I just gotta die now.
Imagine.
There's nothing else left for me.
Imagine her kids growing up and seeing that. In fact, her kids are gonna grow up and they are gonna eventually watch their parents on TV, and they're gonna be proud of them.
They already do.
And they are gonna see it. Yeah,
but then they're gonna look at the mama. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" If I'm not mistaken, Stephanie McMahon has been in some very questionable storylines.
Yep.
Yeah, the strength. Undertaker, when he had her out on the damn crucifix and shit. I'm like, what?
The joint where she got a boob job and fucking Vince McMahon and what's his name kept making fun of her. I'm not Vince. Chris Jericho and The Rock kept making fun of her.
That's funny.
The joint where, when she was supposed to have got married and whatever, that whole video where Triple H it's like what?
Yeah,
like this.
To actually.
So you roofied her.
Yeah.
So you roofied her.
Question how.
Okay.
Got married.
So date rape.
Well, think about it. Their kids are gonna be like, So you really went to a drive-thru? Oh my god! I don't. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I wonder that must be one awkward ass dinner table though, or like Thanksgiving. Like if they, I wouldn't even go there for Thanksgiving. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just not go to my dad's. Sure, I'm all right there.
Facts.
Oh well, Linda, your mom misses you. Yeah, I know. I'll FaceTime her. It's all right. Like, nope. See, I think I got that COVID. No, I'm gonna just stay home.
Wow.
No, if I had the COVID, I would go to him.
Oh my goodness.
I would. I'd be like, hey,
Terrible. Hey, Dad, how are you? Dad, let me give you a kiss. Blah.
cough all up in his drink.
Terrible.
But first, I'd be like, hey, did you write me in your will? First question.
I'm like, Dad, which bathroom has your toothbrush? I'm gonna just go use the bathroom and then just cough all over his fucking toothbrush.
Yes.
There we go. Dad, which one's your washcloth? There we go. All right.
What the fuck are we
What?
talking about right now? What
Murder.
happened?
Well, Galactic started it. Galactic was saying, I said if I had COVID and I was like Stephanie or something, I would just be like, oh no, I'm just gonna stay home, make an excuse, I got COVID. And then Galactic was like, oh hey, I would go visit him and then just cough all over his stuff and then blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, it probably would be like, hey Dad, where's your toothbrush? And then just cough all over his toothbrush. So that's how that started.
We went to complete shit. We talk about murdering an old man in his sleep.
I did not mention that, sir.
I'm just joking.
We didn't say anything. Wait, nudge, Stephanie. McMahon. I didn't say anything at all, Steph. You shouldn't do anything to him. You said make Triple H the leader? What? No, I didn't say what. What? Girl, you crazy.
Yeah, Triple H should take over. He should obviously take over.
Can't hear you, Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So what are we doing now, guys? What's...
Hello?
Can y'all hear me again?
Nope, still can't hear you.
Yeah.
Still can't hear me?
I can only hear you because I can hear you through the door.
Man, you guys have a real connection problem, huh?
Yeah, we have.
Why don't you try joining Discord on the browser and not the app?
Nah, it's not gonna fix what's happening currently to my computer and our connection. So that's just the fuck it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is completely
hello?
unfortunate. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I got exposed.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
There we go. I can hear now. I heard like literally nobody. I don't even know if Galactic was talking because I couldn't even hear him.
Can you not hear me?
I couldn't hear you before. That's why I had to leave out and join back because I didn't hear anything.
Jesus Christ, I hate this podcast right now. Anywho, now let's move on to the Rumble of the Royal. All right, we're gonna go over this goddamn Royal Rumble.
Oh, I like that.
Huh?
I said I like that.
The Rumble of the Royals?
Yes.
No. Okay, thank you. Let's move on to it. I had pulled it up on my phone because my computer's still messing up.
Oh no.
Ooh. So, I'm going to start off with Sasha Banks versus Camilla. Who do you guys got winning that match?
Next match.
Asuka versus Charlotte Flair and Nia Jackson and Shayna Baszler.
Next match.
Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens.
Reigns.
I mean, at this point, these are all very predictable.
You know, what if Kevin Owens wins the match?
Roman Reigns is literally like the hottest thing right now. Really.
Well, they could make Roman lose just to do like a storyline with it, and I could see that. I don't think Roman's story is going to progress much. I think what's going to happen is he's going to win, but we're going to get more in the Royal Rumble event itself. Like I feel like Jimmy's going to show up.
Yeah, Jimmy's almost due to come back, so it's definitely going to happen. But I
think he's going to come back at the Rumble, but they're going to throw him out real quick, and then they're going to use it to start like a story. And I hear there's rumblings about Apollo Crews joining Roman's faction, which I like.
That would make no sense at all. If anything,
it makes sense.
What?
Okay. The setup. They already started the setup because of the interview with Paul Heyman. So they are basically going to make Paul Heyman turn him and then have him join Roman. It's not supposed to be like a bloodline thing. If they go that route,
it's not. But it just kind of would make sense if they put.
It would make sense. Yeah.
Jimmy. They put Jimmy and them, and then that just don't make no sense.
And they also said Tamina's supposed to join them,
which makes sense. But ew.
I mean, it makes sense if they're doing the bloodline thing. She's just garbage. But at this point, it's whatever. Because what I would probably do is I would have Tamina join, because it damn sure does not need to be Nia Jax. Since she's not technically doing anything and she's actually on Raw, I would have Naomi join her business. Give her a whole new gimmick, kind of update her gimmick and stuff. Granted, the whole glow stuff, that was cute, but she just kind of needs like a update. Move, guys. Move. I fed you. Goodbye. Alright, goodbye. Yeah, that's what I would do.
I mean, that makes complete sense. Because she does need a gimmick change. She needs something. Because when she was mean, it was like, okay. But then they overused that mean gimmick. And then there's this glow gimmick. And I'm like, she's been using a glow gimmick for years. So at the end of the day, it's like, all right. She kind of deserves this. She deserves to kind of get a gimmick change now. Kind of an update to her move list. Because out of her and Cameron, she was always the better wrestler. It was just like, come on, bro. Change your gimmick up a little bit there. Still love her though. Don't get me wrong. I still love her. What's the next match? What is the next match? The Women's Royal Rumble match.
Okay.
Do we have to?
I honestly think the obvious pick here is Bianca.
Yeah.
Which I want to happen, but I feel like they're going to go with someone like Shayna or Ronda or Shayna.
If Ronda is here, it's going to be Ronda. If
because you have to look at who has the women's belts. We have Asuka. Nobody ready for Asuka. And we have
you have who else?
The other
Sasha.
Yeah. Who are both faces at the moment.
Oh yeah.
So have to be a heel. And Bianca, unless they plan to turn her against Bayley, which they're not, we have to have a heel, and I think they're either just going to do Ronda, have Ronda come back as a heel, or they're going to do what's her name, Shayna. I don't see anything else. And people are saying Becky's going to show up.
What is can she get some time to heal up? Like, I don't even if she does. If she does, I'm like, cool. But at this point, I'm like, girl, just
Go
no,
home.
no, go stay home, right?
Where is this child? Where? Who's
Take
taking
the gym with her. She put a nice, cute little picture with her, and she had them, and it was a matching little sweatsuit. It was so cute.
Wait, is it a boy or a girl? I don't know.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Great. A couple years down the line, we're gonna have Charlotte's child versus Becky's child.
You mean John Moxley's child versus Becky's child?
No, because Mox isn't gonna let that happen.
Or Roman Reigns. Hey, they got a new. Yo, what was Roman's twin? They were boys.
No, he had a girl. Roman has a daughter.
No, I know his oldest child is a daughter. Roman has 2 sets of twins, so Roman legit got shit. Roman got 5 kids now.
The table. It makes sense. His gimmick makes all the sense when you see how the children he has.
That's a good dad right there, though. You know,
the head of the table needs to stop busting nuts.
It's not that he's even busting nuts. It's just that apparently he's just. I guess that's part of their whole thing. Is that y'all got like magical penises because the Usos are twins. Roman Reigns had 2 sets of fucking twins. It's like, bruh.
All right. But yeah, the female Royal Rumble.
It's gonna be underwhelming, no matter how you slice it for this female Royal Rumble. I don't think there's any standout pick besides Bianca Belair, and the problem with Bianca is that she's a face, and both people that hold the titles are currently faces. So that's how I see it.
You can still have face versus face matches. Vince's man is just an asshole.
But that's why I'm going off not that because Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah, Vince McMahon has a problem. He's like, face versus face does not sell. And I'm like, it can sell because you had Undertaker versus Royal Rumble billions of times. I mean, Undertaker versus Stone Cold billions of times, and it worked out. So
yeah. You want to go over the men's Royal Rumble though? I think the men's Royal Rumble this year is going to be a good one.
Oh yeah, I do too. I think that's going to be the match of the night
because of just who we have in play at the moment. It only leaves room for people that we care about. Now, if I had to take a personal guess and tell you who they're going to make win, it's Randy Orton.
He doesn't need another Royal Rumble win.
But it's Randy Orton. And I say that because, it's going to be Randy so they can put him against Drew, because Drew's a face. So with the men's, we have a good handful of picks here because one of our championship is heel, and the other one is face. So there's a good chunk of people to pick from. WWE has been pushing Cesaro like a lot recently.
And Shinsuke for some reason.
A lot of people.
Shinsuke, I think that they're about to make him a face again because didn't they give him back his old music?
Yeah, face again. He is a face again.
Okay.
So you have Shinsuke, you have Cesaro, you have Daniel Bryan, and just with those 3 alone, those are the big 3 that are like pushed towards getting the Rumble. And then you have Edge as a surprise. Not a surprise, really, but you have
no longer a surprise.
Edge could win. That's what I'm saying.
No.
He could win, and I say he could win because his whole promo was about how he wants another championship, and they're gonna give it to him. Just the Royal Rumble.
Go ahead and go take a nice little mid card belt
to fucking part-timers. That is the dumbest shit.
They're gonna give Edge.
And we love Edge. I love Edge, but he does not need. You've had your time. That's what I think the problem, one of the many problems that's with WWE is they allow their part-timers and their people that are only here like for to get a quick easy paycheck, because you know they're gonna get paid for this shit, to just sit here and just do whatever the fuck they want. Like, it should not be this way. Like, okay, yeah, you got tenure and you did your past due, all this other kind of stuff. Cool, and you love the company, you want to come back to us. Cool, we respect you for that. But you have to put over the talent, because if you don't, then when these people, who said it best? Who was it? It was the Undertaker said it best. Undertaker was like, on his thing that his recent interview, whatever, which you know y'all should probably listen to that. He said it basically said we all got old at the same time. Him, there was The Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. You know, everybody, they all got older and got old at the same damn time. So like they just had all these newer talents and newer guys and stuff. And okay, they had to sit here and learn, and they did the best that they could. They did a damn good job and stuff. You know, you had John Cena and stuff like that, and then Randy Orton. But they're not letting. This is what people complain about this with AEW, because they're like, oh, why did they give the TNT Championship to Cody? Why did they give the AEW World Champion? Why did they make the first AEW World Champion Chris Jericho? Everybody knows who the fuck Cody Rhodes is, and everybody knows who the fuck Chris Jericho is. Those are household names. They put the belts on these household names that people already fucking know, and made them have damn good matches and shit like that with the championships to build up the younger talent, build up people like Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin, who everybody fucking loves Darby Allin now. He's one of my fucking favorites. And now look who was the TNT champion, Darby fucking Allin, and he just had a fantastic match with Ricky, was it Ricky Starks? I think it was Ricky Starks. Yeah, Ricky Starks and stuff like that with Team Taz. Shit was hot fire. And then now he about to sit here and have a street fight match with Darby Allin and Sting versus two members of Team Taz. Like, come on now. You build up people instead of sitting here like, oh, here's the belt. Yeah, Sting, here you go. We gonna make you TNT champion. Fuck you, Darby. But hey, I work. No, fuck you. We're gonna give it to Sting. And it just doesn't make any sense. And they have no say so. And it's like, okay, cool. You want to go to Saudi Arabia and go make the little easy million, 2 million, 10 million, whatever the fuck you can sit here and make. But that's the situation. That's why I said I lost all respect for Goldberg. Even if you wanted to sit here and go to Saudi Arabia just to make a quick, easy buck, or whatever like that, you did not need to win the fucking champion. I would have been like, hey, man, song just make some money. Cool. I don't need to win this. I'm just here to like make money and like make Bray Wyatt look good, to make the Fiend look good. This is like your hottest fucking attraction.
Yeah.
Do you realize? Remember how much the fucking replica belt was going for the Fiend? And remember, people was actually buying that shit, and the shit was like literally the down payment of a fucking car.
Yeah.
And people bought it. Like, do you realize how pissed off I would have been if I would have bought one of those fucking replica belts, and then like a few months later, he lost the shit to fucking Goldberg?
Oh, angry. I would have been fucking angry.
Oh, I would have went to Titan Tower. I would have been like, no, somebody needs to give me a refund. I'm not leaving. Yeah, and here you go. Take this shit back, and I need to get my money back for this. Because, But that's one of the many things with WWE. He doesn't. Edge just not need to win the Royal Rumble. I think they already had a storyline thing with Daniel Bryan, because he said that out of all the Royal Rumbles he's been in, he's never won one. I think that was his thing or whatever like that.
Yeah.
So I would be surprised. Give it to Daniel Bryan. I would not even be surprised with that. He only has a little bit left in his tank, because other than that, he's already somewhat on a more restricted schedule anyway. Go ahead and give him his one Royal Rumble, because it's been well past due for him to win one. And then call it a day. I would not have give this shit to Edge. I love Edge, and I'm not even saying that because I don't like Edge. I love Edge. He's in my top 5, one of my favorite wrestlers and stuff like that of all time. But it's too late, buddy. Like, I'm so happy that you was able to at least come back and get the thrill or whatever like that, and being able to do more and have one last ride or whatever like that. But you don't need to win the. You don't. Not everybody needs to sit here and win a fucking championship or whatever like that to still feel important. If the fact that you only need to win a championship to feel important or whatever like that, then there's something you need to have a relook at your career or whatever it is, because then you end up being like a Charlotte Flair. I had like 17 championships. Okay, well then that means how many times you lost them? What? How many times? 18 times? That's not really good. I'd rather win the championship fucking twice than sit here and win the shit like 11, 12, 14, 15 times because that means I lost it just as many times as I won it. I'd rather take two good ass runs where I sit here and have memorable ass matches versus, yep, I was going with Lacey like Becky Lynch. I went with Lacey Evans for like 6 months. That was not going for like 6 months.
Another pathway that they might take with Apollo as well is make him join the Hurt Business. Just because I don't see them putting him, because they're not going to give him a top tier championship. Actually, I think he's not joining the Hurt Business. I think he's going to join Roman, and he's going to end up getting the Intercontinental Championship through Roman. And I think he's going to join Roman not as part of the bloodline, but just as, I'm with Paul Heyman. And I think they're going to get away with it that way. I think that's how that's going to go.
Anything to get him to TV time or whatever like that, because he's good. And it wasn't his fault that they snatched him up way ahead. I feel like with WWE, like that's like they have just two problems with bringing people from NXT. Either they bring people up from NXT who aren't ready just to bring people fucking up, or when they do bring people up, they just fucking ruin them.
And what I was gonna say, the other reason why that makes sense to me, them doing it, is because that's a good way for the Big E to drop his title.
Yeah.
Because if Big E drops his title, the next person they're putting him against is Roman, right?
Yeah, which I would probably still hold off on for a second. I mean, if anything, I would either do. I would either do big. Huh?
I'm playing Halo. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't kill Big E. I wouldn't do that. I would have Big E and Roman first. Let's go ahead and get that done, and then I will go to the Roman, Daniel Bryan.
See, it's too late for Roman Big E though because they're both champions at the same time.
Well, I know. I'm saying if you have Big E drop it to Apollo, then yeah. Come on, dear. Come on over here. Die. Yeah.
So either way, I think just in general, I don't know if you guys noticed, but after the little dip SmackDown went through, I don't know, man. They're doing pretty good with SmackDown. Like, SmackDown's actually watchable. And I feel like that's because it has, obviously, whoever is on WWE's writing team, the better people are clearly on SmackDown. That's for one. And for two, I think that 2-hour window that they're working with works a lot better. And I think
always has.
I think it's just proof that Raw needs to go back.
It always had. Look. The 2-hour window just works so much better. Like at 3 hours, it's like, god damn.
Because like I feel like they're just trying to fill up time, and that doesn't work.
They are. Yeah, that's how you end up getting people like what was that? Like it was like 3 weeks ago, like 4 weeks ago, or some shit. Where you had like literally the Miz and Morrison in like 6 segments, and it's like, first of all, nobody already fucking likes them. But not only do you already have people that we don't like on the TV screen, it's one thing when you got them in like 1 segment. So I was like, all right, let me just get this 10 minutes out the way. But then you got them in 6 fucking segments. It's like, oh, okay, I'm just not gonna fucking watch. I just will cut my TV off.
That makes sense. Yeah, they do need to revert Raw back to You do need to revert Raw back to 2 hours because the shit is getting stupid.
We also need to talk about WWE on Peacock.
Okay, give me a second. We have one more match we have to talk about: Goldberg versus Drew McIntyre.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I actually think Goldberg's going to win the match.
I feel like
they better not. They better. They need to have learned their lesson from Saudi.
No, they haven't, and
They've
I feel
not
like
learned their lesson.
I feel like Goldberg might win.
Goldberg's going to win. Mark my words.
Because Drew McIntyre did point out an interesting thing in his promo that every time he comes back to face somebody for a championship, he wins.
Well, he can break that record.
That's what he said he's going to do.
Hopefully he does that. Because if he doesn't and he legit loses, I don't know.
That's it. He's done. That's it. All the work that they did to sit here and build him up, he will be done. He will be so dead. He will be so fucking dead. Look at what the Fiend is hanging on for dear life. The Fates have already cut two out of his 3 fucking strings. The only reason why the Fiend is not quite dead yet is just because of Alexa Bliss. So what are they gonna do if Goldberg beats Drew McIntyre? What are they gonna do for Drew McIntyre? Drew McIntyre would be dead. He would have to, even if you put him back down in NXT, it would take years to sit here and fucking make him. No.
Thank you for bringing up McIntyre again, because that also brings me back to the other thing about the potential for the Rumble. You have the Fiend as well, who's been out of play, and he could very likely win the Rumble.
I don't see certain characters. I just don't even see. Like, the Fiend is one of those characters where I don't even see them like necessarily having like. He doesn't need a championship. That's a character I don't even think needs. Just like the character on AEW, Abaddon. I don't think those characters, those creepy, grotesque, like zombie-like characters, whatever, where you can't fucking kill them, they don't need the championship. They just come in and just do their shtick. Because, okay, you put the championship. All right, so for example, if Abaddon, okay, so let me go back. So Abaddon is kind of like a little undead zombie type, like Walking Dead-ish kind of zombie type thing. She even does the whole Undertaker sit-up kind of thing, and then she turns her head like really hard or whatever like that. Like, you know, her head got like, you know, this shit that zombie do and stuff like that, right? You know, sometimes she comes out and she's crawling and stuff like that. She does the upside down, or the backhands and stuff like that, like the Bray Wyatt, you know, does or whatever. So, and when she comes out too, she even like comes out and like her like it's just you know just the blood pack and stuff just from her mouth. Like there was one thing she did when she had surprised Sheeta, the AEW Women's Championship, and she like fell and she dropped the belt, and then Abaddon picked it up and like she was legit like just licking the belt and just was getting blood all over it. Creepy shit like that. So I don't see her like if they have it where you sit here and you know she just keeps getting up, whatever like that. The same thing with Bray Wyatt and that joint with Seth Rollins. They do these characters who will not die. When you put the championship on them, how the fuck are they supposed to? How is a regular person supposed to beat that? That was the problem and complaint that we had when they first announced the Fiend versus Seth Rollins for the Universal for the championship, whatever like that. And this man went through fire or whatever like that with the speakers and shit like that. Man had a fucking hammer with chairs on top of his face, slammed down on him, all this other kind of shit, and he still fucking got back up. So you mean at 8? How many curb stomps? So these people don't need championships because then, all right, you give him the champion, and then it looks stupid because it's like, all right, Goldberg comes along. There's a shitty ass. I'm not even calling it a jackhammer. That's going to be a Jill.
A Jill hammer.
No, what's a Jill screwdriver? A Jill driver. We just gonna call it that. Yeah, that's a Jill driver. And have him do like what 1 or 2 spears, and then that was it. So you mean to tell me a spear and a halfway jackhammer is way better than the curb stomp, than 20 curb stomps?
I understand what you're
25,
saying. Completely. It makes sense. But, you know, just based on what happened, the Fiend's going to return at the Rumble. Whether
Yes,
he'll,
I think he's going to return to fuck over Randy Orton.
yeah, like whether he wins or not, it doesn't really matter to me. It's just, it's just gonna be. It is what it is. Like that's what gets me like interested in this Rumble particular because there's just so much that could happen. There's so many options that they have. I just hope they don't pick the wrong one, which would be Randy or the Fiend, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now the next thing we have to talk about is, I believe you said WWE on Peacock.
Yeah.
Can you explain what happened?
Well, it's nothing too crazy that went on. It's just typical business. Peacock bought WWE Network for a lot of money, like millions of dollars, and now we have them on WWE Network is on Peacock. Now, the issue that could arise, it hasn't come up yet. So far, from what I understand, what is happening is that people that Peacock, people that get Peacock, have to pay $5 extra on top of what they pay to get WWE Network.
What?
Oh, I thought it was just like okay, you subscribe to Peacock and you gotta pay $4.99 for the ad if you just want the regular like ad joints, or $10 for the ad free.
Yeah, I think you gotta pay like maybe it's WWE pay-per-views, but I don't know how it works. I just saw a thing that said you had to pay like $5, like one of the news headlines. So like I want to look into it and see. And we kind of actually have to look into it because we want to see the Royal Rumble on Sunday, and the deal is already closed and shit's already like set in stone. So,
we have so did they give him a time frame? So are we still gonna be able to go? Not I say we. Like I have a WWE Network, which I fucking know. Are you still gonna be able to go onto the network for the Royal Rumble, or do you now have to actually go directly to Peacock's?
Idea how it's going to work. I think I saw Michael Cole or heard when I was looking through the clips, like Michael Cole said something about how it's the thing that they're streaming on Peacock is the Rumble, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Ooh.
So it's a big deal for wrestling fans right now, especially if it technically because I think Peacock is like a $10.99 service.
Yeah, it's $9.99, so it's not that it's expensive, but that would just kind of fucking suck if it's like, hey, you gotta also pay.
Because I'm saying that now if they decide to get rid of the WWE Network app as a whole, then you technically have to pay $15 for WWE programming.
Right, which at this point, first of all, I
still no, that would be an instant cancel.
And I know people say, "Oh, well, the network, it's actually decent price." Yeah, at $10 or $5 or $10 or whatever like that. Yeah, it's decent price. But people are like, "Yeah, because you can watch all this older stuff." To be perfectly, I want y'all to sit here and be perfectly honest. Those who have the network or use somebody else's network, whatever. How often do y'all fucking go back and actually watch some of the old stuff?
I mean, I'm not too crazy about WWE like that, so I'm not gonna just go back and be like, "Oh my god."
So that's okay. So that's no for you. What about you, Wafe?
When I feel like watching one of my favorite pay-per-views, yeah.
Okay, so that's pay-per-view. I'm talking about like going back and watching like old stuff, like Attitude. Okay, so for people like us that like, I don't hear too many people sitting there going back saying, "Yeah, man, I went back and I watched the little Attitude era." Like not a lot of people go back and do that.
I feel like the only people that do that are people in families where, say, you guys had kids right now and they grow up and you want to just entertain them or show them, what you used to watch growing up. I feel like it's those specific people, but that's niche. So, I don't know. We would have to look up WWE Network statistics for all this. That's just a lot of work.
Yeah, and it's like nobody's doing all that.
And one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, no, wrestling's done. Because that Peacock shit is weird to me. And now I hope they don't say, hey, Wildfang, you have to pay for Peacock. I'm like, fuck do you mean? That means I don't have WWE Network. And that's not going to be any skin off my bones because I can illegally watch all wrestling pay-per-views. It's fine. I don't really give a fuck at that point. Next, we're going to move on to gaming.
Tell them how you really feel.
Yeah. Next, let's move on to gaming. It's not going to be long today. We got two things. First things first, I have good news, and I even talked about this myself. EA no longer has the straight license for Star Wars anymore.
That is true. That's a very good thing. It's because we've already got out the gate. We already got a bunch of companies talking about how they're going to start making Star Wars.
Yep, already making Star Wars games. Massive Entertainment, a bunch of companies is about to start making Star Wars games. It just so happens that... Like Massive Entertainment from Ubisoft is making one. Activision, I believe, is going to make one, and I believe many other companies. It's just the license. They decided not to renew the contract with EA, and decided to license out the contract. So I believe in 2022 or 3, the contract ends, and those games are going to be able to come out or be promoted to be able to come out. So. That's great. So we can actually get a good Star Wars game. Thank God.
Wait, so that last one wasn't good or whatever?
It didn't start off good.
It was good.
You said what?
Jedi Fallen Order was good.
Oh, Jedi Fallen Order was fantastic. Battlefront did not start off good. It barely made it to good. It was barely playable.
Oh.
It was pay to win playable first, and then. Of course, because of what EA did, they created a vacuum of bullshit, which allowed the government to get involved in their loot boxes and gambling mechanics. Hence why EA is not the best company.
I remember that shit.
Yep, and EA is currently in the shitter. I mean, not financially, but yeah.
EA also, what's it called? They still do have their Star Wars stuff, so they
still have the licensed Star Wars stuff that's still theirs. It's just once this expires, they can't make any more under like EA unless they have the right permissions. Now, if I was Lucasfilm Games, and they said, "Can we make Battlefront free?" I'd be like, "No."
Well, Lucasfilm already said EA will continue to make their stuff. They just want other companies to also make stuff. And I think
they want money.
Disney. That's because Disney is forcing them to make more. Because I think he just wants it to be to where they want a new Star Wars game out every friggin' month or every 2 games a year type shit.
Yeah, which makes sense if I was Lucasfilm Games, but I think they're not gonna be dumb. I think they're gonna be real smart about this. And considering that, how many games did we get off of the EA licensing deal?
Let's see. We got the Lego Star Wars.
No. That's not EA.
That's not EA.
That's Warner Brothers.
That is Warner Brothers. So you have Jedi Fallen Order and you have Battlefront.
3. And we have Rogue Squadron. That new Rogue Squadron. Yeah. That's 4 games in 10 years. That's 4 games. 2 of which were literally received poorly. One of which was actually very good from start to finish. And the other which I didn't play, but I heard it was also very good.
Which one's that? The Squadron?
Squadron thing. Yeah. Squadrons. I heard it was good, but I'm not going to play Squadrons. And then there's the final thing. The second stock market crash that just recently happened. Galactic, can you explain the stock market crash for me real quick? What happened?
I don't know exactly, but from what I understand, basically GameStop, it goes back a while. So GameStop stock was in the shitter. It was trash, and everybody was going for it to be just doo-doo. I
thought it was about to go get GameStop.
That's what everyone thought, yes. And then out of nowhere. It jumped up the other day, and I was telling my brother and Wildfang here about it, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then yesterday, that's when the big stuff happened. So yesterday, basically, apparently on Reddit, right? It started on Reddit. A bunch of just regular old people decided they wanted to invest in GameStop, because for some reason, some random reason, and the rich people didn't want this because what's been happening is they've been betting on GameStop's downfall. So now that everyone's just randomly investing in GameStop, they're like, "Oh, this is no good." So they called up all the little investment apps like Robinhood and all that stuff.
I saw Robinhood, yeah.
And they took GameStop stock off of those apps, even though that's an issue. And that's a big issue because those apps are supposed to let you freely. You don't pay for those apps. Those are supposed to be free.
Yeah.
So because of that reason, there's a big lawsuit because people caught wind of it. People aren't stupid as to what went down. So there's just a lot of chaos surrounding GameStop. GameStop is a Fortune 500 company after all this investing, by the way. So they're not going bankrupt for a long time.
Yes.
They were close to it, and that's why all those rich people got mad because they were betting on it. A lot of them are losing a lot of money right now because they were betting on GameStop to go down. And that's the
poor
big
rich
issue.
people.
Yeah. So, it's just a small story about how the gamers, regular
About how
people.
millennials, how about we sit here and we play the rules better than how other people play the rules?
Yep. We just regular old Joes got over one on the rich people and they're not too happy. That's basically what happened.
Oh, is that what that thing I saw about that guy who was saying, "Hey, you guys weren't supposed to do this and leave rich people alone"? That dude or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw something like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. It wasn't just GameStop too. It was Nokia. It was it's one other company it's not coming to mind, but it was Nokia, GameStop, something else. So they just randomly on Reddit decided that they would invest into those companies because they support those companies, quote unquote. And the rich didn't like that, so shit happened. And there's actually a lot of lawsuits flying around right now for those small apps, anyway.
Oh.
Yep. So a lot of rich people are mad, and
Poor rich people.
it's kind of what you want to say, like, "Oh, guys, it's okay. You guys are idiots. It doesn't matter." That's why I keep saying it's a stock market crash.
I don't know if it crashed. Did it crash? I don't think it crashed.
No. I'm just being an asshole. It did not crash. It's just, a lot of people, rich people, I'm sorry, a lot of rich people are mad that they're losing money.
They're losing a lot of money. Like, we're not even going to downplay the amount of money they're losing. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's like, for us, a lot of money. It's like, it could be like $100, $200, $300. For them, it's like millions and millions. Guess what? Don't care.
I was just about to say that's the flip side to the story, because while the rich are losing money, all those people that invested, their money's going up. Like, for example, there's a big story going around about the one dude that made like $11 million off of the situation. Now, us average people are, he just had a bunch of stocks in GameStop, and then, when this started happening, obviously he started gaining money. But us average people that just got one or two stocks, they're only making about a couple thousand off of it. Nothing too crazy.
Hey, that's better than the cheap ass 600 stimulus check we got.
Hey, that 600, it's going up soon. So,
yep. So
going up soon.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
Well,
but for game news though, I think there might be a little bit more.
What do you have in mind, sir?
games of the year. Like, what do you think is going to be hot fire this year?
At this point, I don't know, and at this point, I don't know anymore. Cyberpunk was the thing that literally made me jaded toward the gaming industry.
That's 2020.
No, Cyberpunk made me change my mindset on the gaming industry.
Listen, Chief, I don't think you heard me properly. We're talking about 2021, okay? There's got to be something you're excited for.
Cyberpunk made me jaded on the gaming industry as a whole.
I don't believe you. There's not one. Resident Evil 8.
I'm not hype, because if I get hype and a game is shit, I'm going to be mad again. So no, I'm not hype.
You're no fun to Wild Think Spirit. Any games for this year?
You said any games this year that I'm looking forward to, or that what?
Yeah, that you're looking forward to.
Back for Blood, Ratchet and Clank, Drift Apart, and actually also looking forward to Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. I'm very, very excited about that one.
When does that one come out again? Because I was so interested.
I think that one comes out March, April. Hold on, let me go on my notepad.
I think I agree with your... What about Deathloop?
Deathloop, it's kind of... Oh, excuse me. Let me revamp my list here a little bit. Horizon 2. I completely forgot about Horizon 2.
God of War?
Ratchet and Clank. You said what?
God of War?
I am not too terribly, like, a complete God of War fan. Like, I mean, that's gonna say, like, not a fan, but I'm not... Like, I'll play the game. I actually just have... I enjoy it more when I see other people playing it, if that kind of makes... Like, I've played God of War 1, 2, and 3, and then the rest I was like, Not saying that they're bad games, I just have not been, like, the one... Like, if I go to, like, a clearance bin and I see God of War in there for, like, dirt cheap, I'll be like, yeah, why not? I'll fucking buy it. But not terribly too much. Horizon 2, Ratchet and Clank, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, Back for Blood, and I think, if I can recall, Wild Fate, doesn't Origami 2 come out this year?
I have no idea. It did not. I don't remember. I have to look it up for you.
I have to, if you can do that. But if Origami 2 comes out this year, then yeah. Deathloop, it's not one of the, like, it, I don't know. I'm gonna play Deathloop. I may kind of, though, wait for Deathloop to kind of get a little bit discounted. Only because, like, how Fang feels as far as him getting jaded for Cyberpunk, I got completely fucking jaded with, what was that game? Godfall. And I'm so glad that Wild Fangs came first, and I was able to, and I bummed his and played it, because I would have been super pissed off if I would have opened mine, because that shit was like $70 fucking, and I was like, oh hell no. So I'm gonna hold off on with Deathloop. I may, look at some gameplay and some other shit first before I contemplate that.
Yeah, the only games I'm going to pre-order from now on are games that are slam dunks, and I know they're slam dunks.
I'm going to pre-order Resident Evil 8, Ratchet and Clank, and Horizon 2, no matter what.
Resident Evil 8, I may pre-order that because I played the demo, and I'm like, all right, this seems like it's going to be okay. But my only issue is, it's what if it's shit, and I'm going to be mad.
Well, based on what they showed so far, I'm happy. It's basically...
I keep seeing that trailer for that big, tall vampire chick lady with the big boobs.
God. That's another thing you can talk about, how everybody on the internet is just simping over this tall vampire lady from Resident Evil 8. I've seen some things that people are saying about this chick, bro.
Like, they want to bang her, and this shit is fucking weird. I'm like, you barely saw her. What are you talking about?
She's 8 feet, bro. There's no way you...
Right, like, and then I'm pretty, and she, like, her claws, like, she's a vampire, like.
I don't know about that. People keep saying vampire, and I'm like, when did Resident Evil have vampires, bro? That's not a vampire.
She's a vampire lady.
What, is
how?
Werewolves in this game?
No, There's never been a werewolf. This all about zombies and viruses. So,
well, technically, this is vampirism has been noted in science to be a disease and to be a virus and stuff like that. Vampirism.
They can easily say it's some disease. It's Resident Evil. Yep. You have Wesker. What?
That's why I didn't say vampire.
To be fair. I'm sorry, go ahead. What was you saying?
That's why I said she's not a vampire. She's obviously has some fucking super virus in both of them.
She's
Wesker exists.
I read that she has vampiric daughters, and it's like, and her vampiric daughters.
I hear what you're saying.
I don't care anymore. I don't care. Y'all continue.
But
I'm sorry.
I don't care. I don't care.
No, not you. I don't even.
I'm talking to Galactic. I don't care what Galactic.
Oh, I don't even play Resident Evil games, so what the fuck do I know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because Galactic is an asshole, so.
Anyway.
Giant lady. She's a vampire. Like, first of all she did was turn her hand into a giant thing of claws.
They have fangs.
Okay. Wesker had red glowing eyes.
In the demo, did one of her daughters bite you?
Yes. They have her fangs retract. She turns into bats. Like, what else would you call that? A vampire. It's a vampire.
Fucking hate you, and I hate anybody who keeps saying that shit. She's a vampire. What the fuck?
Virus. She's clearly meant to be a vampire.
Whatever, bro. Like zombies didn't try to eat you at all.
I'm also excited for the return of the suitcase.
I'm excited for the return of Chris motherfucking Ultimate Redfield.
Nah. That's the only part of the game that I'm going to set on fire, bro. I hope I can shoot Chris in the face. Even though that's clearly not Chris.
How you know it's not Chris?
Chris wouldn't roll up on nobody and shoot they wife in their face. Like, Chris he's not like that. No. I cannot see Chris Redfield pulling up on somebody and just be like, I'm sorry. Pop, 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 and emptying a whole clip in their wife's face. Like, he literally emptied the whole clip in her head in front of him. That's not Chris. It's not Chris. That's not his character. Unless these guys we were secretly playing as the bad guys the whole time, and Ethan and me are like undercover Umbrella agents that haven't been caught yet.
But the new Umbrella, Chris is in New Umbrella though.
New Umbrella, but I'm saying these guys could be like old school Raccoon City people that just like, who knows?
We'll see.
There's a reason for Chris to pull up, roll up on Shawty, and end the whole clip in her head, bro. Like, that was the most messed up thing. He said, I'm sorry, Ethan. Pop, 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 pop. Like, bro, she died after the first 2 bullets. You're still going.
Yeah, it has to be a reason. But if that's really Chris, that's fucked up. If that's not really Chris, then that's still fucked up.
He's fucked up either way. Like, I don't... It makes sense that Ethan would go to that castle. Oh, yeah. Also part of the other thing is they rolled up, they shot his wife in the face, and they took his newborn child. Like, come on.
Yeah. By the way, the voice actor for Sonic has no longer... Sonic's gonna get a new voice actor for some fucking reason.
Voice actor? Where's the Sonic gonna be in that needs voice acting? Hello?
I don't know.
And wasn't it? I'm sorry. Wasn't it announced that they was already working on Sonic 2?
Sonic the movie, yeah. He didn't voice the voice actor didn't voice him. Yeah, the voice actor didn't.
Oh wait, who was you talking about?
Sonic's voice actor, which is Chris's voice actor, changed.
But
sorry.
Like how did they know they changed if we don't know what he's gonna be in?
Well, he said on Twitter he's not doing the voice for Sonic no more. He's done. His turn as Sonic the Hedgehog is over.
That's fair, you know. Some people just want to get rid of certain things, you know.
Now we just gotta figure out what Sonic's gonna be, and that it's not gonna be shit. You know what? I'm optimistic that Sonic is gonna be in a good game before I die.
I think he is. Here's my wild prediction.
Before I die.
for the next 5 years.
Jesus.
I think we're gonna get a decent Sonic game.
In the next 5 years, right?
Yep, in the next 5 years, I feel like we might get a decent Sonic. I think Sega been, they've been saving up the Yakuza money for a reason.
We'll see.
Aren't they saving up their Yakuza money for Bayonetta?
That's not
For what?
That's Platinum.
Oh, sorry.
It is Sega,
Platinum.
but it's Platinum. Mind you, Platinum said, and I quote, speaking of Bayonetta 3, which pissed people off, we'll show something when it's ready. And everybody was like, it's been like 5 years. What are you talking about?
Well, you can't get mad at them for that. Like, well, okay, suppose they teased you right now with what they have.
They did.
Because then they'll have a Kingdom Hearts 3 on their hands.
They did. Remember, they showed off a teaser for Bayonetta 3 and her dying in the teaser to something. And then they never showed it. And then
I didn't see that. Never. I take back what I was going to say.
Because
if they had never showed anything, then that's not
fine.
Fair.
We'd be fine right now. Everybody be like, what's going on with Bayonetta 3? It's under development. Fine. They showed off a trailer. It made it seem like you'll see something sooner rather than later. And then now they're like, we'll show off something where we have something to show. And I'm like, so that's corporate speak for we haven't worked on the game in almost 5 goddamn years. Are you out of your mind? Why did you show it off? Metroid Prime. At least Metroid Prime 4, it was, we decided to delay the game because we didn't come out to the standard that we wanted. Okay, we get it. Fine. Do you, boo? Right?
Yep.
That was it. That was that. But for Bayonetta, it was, we'll just wait until the blah, blah, blah come out. Which, to me, just sounds like we didn't start working on the game yet.
Well, I feel like they might be working on the game, but it might be in development hell. Like, the directors don't know what the fuck to do.
Or it could
Are
be
you serious?
It could be that production definitely got slowed down, especially last year and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I get that, but
they might have been focused on Yakuza first. Like, there's a lot.
Okay. Hold up. I'm going to explain why. If anybody who made Bayonetta ever has a creative fuck up or don't know what to do with the game, I will slap you. Like, my dude, the first game, Bayonetta's throwing around a missile or right on top of a missile or right on top of a jet plane. The second one, she throws a fucking satellite. The third one, I don't know, do something fucking ridiculous. That's it. You don't got to do something extra special. Just do some ridiculous shit. That's all you have to do. What the fuck? What's so hard about that?
I think Bayonetta fans want something genuine.
That would be it.
Let's go up the earth.
Bayonetta is known for riding on top of surfboards, jet planes, and doing some off the wall bullshit that make you go, "Oh, this is vicious." What the fuck?
How would you top throwing a satellite? You want her to throw the Earth now?
Yes.
So that's the only other thing next is that she just has to throw a planet or a moon. She has to go.
Yes, do that. Hell, have me go through the demon world again. I don't know, have me go through heaven this time. Do something. It's really easy. It's fairly goddamn easy. And you have the gameplay down packed. The gameplay doesn't even have to change.
I need you to pull up to Sega Studios and become the director of Bayonetta then.
I would actually prefer to become the director of Sonic. You know why?
Sure about
because
that,
I don't
no. Here's what would happen. I would make 3 decrees. Stick to one goddamn genre with Sonic, one gameplay style and one engine, and refine it. And the funny thing is, I choose the Lost World engine. That actually was one of my favorite engines because he had parkour and shit. I was like, okay, I would choose that. Everybody goes, so how about this game? We have Sonic running around with a baby, and I'm walking around the Sega offices with a newspaper for when somebody comes with a stupid idea. I'm beating the shit out of them with that paper.
What?
Yes.
Stupid.
No. I'm not gonna say stupid. I'm gonna say you dumb motherfucker every time, and I'm gonna smack him until he's on the floor. And I'm gonna be like, what did I say? Stick to an engine. Pick an engine. None of the boost formula games. I love the boost formula games to death. And if somebody says, can we put classics on the back in it? I'm not going to smack that person with a goddamn newspaper. I'm going to close my fists and I'm going to sock that man in the face if he says, put Classic Sonic in the game. That's automatically a punch to the face. And then I'm going to stomp you in the ground. Then I'm going to call a group of people. And I'm going to say, help me stomp this dumbass into the floor, please. Thank you.
Wow.
And like, I will literally go, you will get a pay raise if you help me stomp him in the floor. For every stomp, you get an extra $500.
Said for every stomp, you get an extra $500.
I'm the next Smash Brothers character, by the way.
You said what?
The next person to become a Smash Brothers character is Mr. Kennedy.
Why would they put a wrestler in the game?
I swear to goodness, if they do a trailer, they're like, no chance. Like, I'll cut that shit off so fucking fast.
No, I meant Mr. Leon Kennedy.
Oh, maybe next time just say Leon Kennedy instead of Mr. Kennedy, because I'm like, there's a wrestler named Mr. Kennedy, and he shouldn't be a video game character. That wouldn't make any sense.
That's just what you got. I'm like, cut this shit off. I'm like, Smash Bros is dead now.
Yes, it would be dead. But yeah, his upbeat would be him farting. It'd be anywho.
That would be tough. And then you just get deleted.
My God.
and then for his special, he's just gonna call Triple H. He's just gonna call Triple H.
His special. Goodbye. I'm done with you.
He's so gonna call Triple H, and he's just gonna hit time to play that game.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game. And then next thing you know, he's just gonna get on the ring apron and just gonna spit the spit, and that's the end of the final smash.
No.
Yes.
Are we done?
We are just about done. Yes. Is there anything else anybody want to say about the gaming industry currently?
It's time to play the game.
Shut the fuck. Anywho, Resident Evil 8 is probably going to be a good game.
What about Halo?
Speaking of Cyberpunk, Ayo, you want to know something funny about Cyberpunk? It was actually made in a year, kind of like Anthem. Oh man, wonder why they did this. It's crazy, right? What's up? What's going on with that shit, man?
Listen, it's almost as if they want money.
I still don't understand why people was just super pressed just for Cyberpunk. I mean,
I was super pressed ever since I saw the first
trailer. A lot of people were super pressed. Like, okay, Keanu Reeves, okay, cool. I mean, you could just go back and play Grand Theft Auto, what you're doing right now anyway. So
it's not that. It's the damn trailer, the gameplay trailer they showed off the first one. They promised so much.
Yeah, and none of that was true.
None of it was true.
And then the director was like, our QA testers didn't tell us about none of the stuff. I was like, about the lies? What the fuck are you talking about? So the QA testers...
They made it seem like he was going to be able to meet Jesus Christ himself.
Exactly. That's what they made it seem like. But the game was made in a year. All the bugs and glitches were found in that game in 2 seconds. And the game is just fucking, to me, officially my biggest fucking disappointment. As soon as I heard the game was made in a year. Because I remember another game that they said that, where they showed off a gameplay trailer and it happens that was fake. It's called Anthem. When even I knew that shit was fake and was saying, I don't trust this trailer. And y'all were going, Giannis just a hater. You're just a hater. You're a fucking hater. You're a hater. Oops.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who was that?
You're just like, Wild Fang's just a hater. You don't like the game. I don't know why you don't like the game, because it's like, you know, you're like Iron Man. I'm like, first of all, Iron Man doesn't have reverse legs like that, because that shit is ugly. Second of all,
Iron Man's legs is ugly. What you mean?
I'd rather have regular goddamn legs. Yeah, I don't like reverse leg mechs. I hate that shit.
Like a satyr.
I hate that shit with a passion. But yeah.
Gus hates it too, apparently.
Yep. That's why he's my buddy. Was that, and then there's what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I got made fun of because I said the trailer looked fake as shit, especially with that stupid ass talking thing, which I hate in any trailer. But yeah.
Hey, remember when you was playing Anthem and stuff, and I didn't know what the game was, and I came in the room and I was like, oh hey, you're playing Destiny or Halo or something. What did I say?
I forgot. I think you said something.
Yeah, I was like, he was like, hey,
playable. Vanilla Destiny is better than Anthem. Don't at me. Don't do that. Don't play Vanilla Destiny like Anthem.
Even Gus is disagreeing.
Vanilla Destiny was shit. So
better than Anthem.
No.
Yes.
They're about even. Vanilla Destiny is about even. Destiny 1 or Destiny 2?
Destiny 1.
No. There was equally shit. It was equally shit. It was equally shit. You know how you know? You know how you know they were both equally shit? Because a bunch of problems were cropping up day one for Destiny. You don't know that because you weren't on the internet like how you are now. Back when first Destiny came out. Shut your mouth. Second of all, no. Second of all,
what's happening?
If we're talking about Destiny after all the updates, then yes, you're right. Before all the updates, before the Taken King, no, it was not. It was a boring fucking mess. It was boring as shit. I was a part of the
hate Destiny train after Vanilla Destiny, by the way. But at the same time, I enjoyed the game.
You enjoyed the game because you're a Destiny mark. You have no excuses right now.
No.
Your opinion on the matter is invalid. You love Destiny.
No. Wild Fang,
Spirit,
listen to me.
This is the one guy that put 5 days into Destiny but in like a week. 5 days. That's how many hours that he put in the game. It says days now. It doesn't say fucking hours. It says days. That's exactly what it says.
Okay. But you're not even... Are you going to listen to me?
Yeah, I am. Go ahead.
I hated the game after the vanilla. I did. I had a rant. I deleted the game and came back to it and fell in love with it. After the original game, I had a lot of issues. I was mad. I had a rant. But I still enjoyed it more than Anthem because it was better.
Okay.
Period.
Hey,
period.
Let me ask you a question. What part of that disproves what I just said?
What do you mean? You're basically arguing against my opinion. I literally just said, in my opinion.
I said you're a Destiny mark.
But what does that have to do with me saying, oh my god, Destiny was better than Anthem in the beginning?
Okay.
Let me know.
And what did I Galactic, what did I just say?
Is this still part of the podcast?
Yes, the podcast is still going. Look, we need to cut this shit off. Jesus Christ. Anywho, moving on, besides the fact that this man was probably going to be like, you know what, never mind. I'm not going to use another analogy for another game because we're going to be here forever. Bye.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good one on the fucking podcast. We're going to upload this long-ass podcast. First podcast of 2021, baby.
Land.
Shut up.
Well, a lot of it's going to be cut off.
Yeah.
And remember, everybody, to ignore the voices in your head.
Like Randy Orton?
Yes.
I have voices in my head. He's winning the
They talk to me. They understand.
Good night, everybody.